Greetings all you Manics and Minds Manic Rhymes. Welcome back to another Warframe weapons showcase. Today I am going to be talking about probably the most broken thing in the entire game. The Redeemer Prime. Why is this thing so broken? I will get to that. I don't know how long this video is because there is quite a lot to explain, but I'll get through it as fast as I can. So, this is my Redeemer Prime build. Now, don't got bullet dance? Forget about it. You can just straight up use no stance because high noon and no stance is basically the same thing. But bullet dance is a fantastic stance. You get this from, there's two possible places it spawns. They're both void sabotage missions, and you have to find all three secret caches, and then upon extraction you have a 5% chance of getting it. Which sucks. Also, I am using 100% status. You technically don't need it, but this thing does count as a pellet-based shotgun. Yeah, this thing counts as a shotgun. With slash. And condition overload. You see where this is going. Things are really bad for anything that you shoot this with. Drifting contact, don't got it. Nightmare missions, I think this is where it spawns. Check the wiki. Again, I don't know every ins and outs of this game. I know most things. Now, this is what the bullet dance stance looks like. This is E, just spamming E. You do this sort of, well, dance. You can just tap E twice. You can... This is what high noon will look like if you just hold E. And then this is my favorite, holding back. That's fucking stylish as hell, right? Now, I do have Prime Fury, but here's a note. This thing may only have 16% crit, but I would argue that Berserker is a much, much, much better fit because you'll get even more rate of fire with this thing. But I am using Harrow, and I will be using his too, because I love using this thing with Harrow. I'm also going to talk about some other Warframe synergies. Also, Harrow can make this thing red crit. Red crit, 100% status shotgun with condition overload and slash. Also, you might be wondering, the fuck? Why do you have gas? Viral. Gas works better with this thing, which is not odd. It's just like, okay. But anyway... Let me show you what this thing does to level 120 Corrupted Heavy Gunners. I'm going to unpause the AI so they don't take stealth damage. So, let's just go crazy. Also, yeah, this guarantees blast proc, but look at this. DE! This is not okay. I know this is sort of an older weapon. It came out when Mesa Prime was a thing. You might actually want to back away from the opponent so they don't get flung everywhere. Look at this. And not to mention, you get headshots with it, but it's a little difficult to do that when they're flying everywhere. Look at that. Now, let's switch around the elements so I can get a viral radiation set up. Because it slashes, so viral, right? Viral works too. Actually, any status on this fucking thing works. It doesn't care. I'm not going to use Harrow's buffs yet. I will do that later. But I like using gas because it's damage over time. Look at this. You see, it's not as good as gas. Also, this thing has punch through. Why does it have punch through? Fuck if I know. Why does it slash on gunshots? I don't fucking know. Why is it a shotgun with infinite ammo, conditioner overload, and crit? And melee mods and melee combo counter? Fuck if I know. Oh yeah. Power creep, the fuck? Look at this. Seriously, DE. This thing is not... Oh. I'm just gonna kill you. Now, let's go to a corrosive setup. Boom. Wait. There we go. Blast and corrosive. Even though this thing already blast procs, which is... But does it work? if you've been paying attention. Also, primed reach does not work on this weapon if you shoot with it, which you normally will. Look at this. You see, corrosive is doing a shit ton of damage too, but I still think gas is the most reliable. But look at those numbers, man. That's the appeal of corrosive. Look at this. Look at those numbers. It does have damage fall off. Also, you can just sort of run and just do this. Anyway, let me go back to the gas build and let me turbocharge this thing. Yeah. So I have Fever Strike because you want more gas than magnetic. Now, you can also, if you have primed Fever Strike, which, do I? Also, yeah, if you have prime pressure point, you can use that, but having more gas damage is much, much, much better. Do I have prime Fever Strike? No, I don't. Yeah, that's right, I sold it. Oh my god, you're so bad. Why'd you do that? Because I don't care. This thing doesn't care. Let me turbocharge it with Hero's abilities, and I will, when I mean turbocharge it, I mean turbocharge it. I hope you guys like seeing these girls, because they're gone. Look at this. Look at this. Is this okay? I don't think it is. The actual fuck. Oh, I never noticed that effect on the corrupted. That's actually... I haven't noticed that. That's cool. It just sort of like disappears sand. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, you want to see some more shenanigans? Okay. What happens if you give it to a little chick known as Avara? Oh, wait a minute. What's up with her colors? Is that how I colored her? Or is it just a simulacrum being... It's the simulacrum being stupid. It does the same thing on Nezha. So let me go invisible and gas stealth damage. So if you don't know, these aren't crits. Stealth damage is 700% of your original damage. So it's like multiplying your damage by 7 times. This is not okay. I'm not saying nerf this thing. I'm just saying, for fuck's sake, this thing is power creeped. Also, you can get this thing to red crit with the Gladiator mods. What about another cool little synergy? Mags 2 exists, and this is why I like using gas, because Mags 2 likes gas damage. So I'm also gonna do this, and then I'm gonna just go ham. Knock them down, keep them in the gas cloud, and gas actually, the toxin damage stacks on itself, condition overload, and they're dead. Oh, another? Okay. Let's bring out my boy, Nezha. Now, one quick thing. His chakram makes them take a fuck ton more damage. So, yeah. Damage vulnerability. 231%. Oh, also, guess what? Fire with condition overload. More status. Also, you can use the pucks. Oh, wait. That actually gives me a good idea. Let's use the pucks. Let's do that. I have corrosive blast on my pucks, by the way. So, also, I am using Mirage's noble animation on Nezha because I feel like it. Let's do this. Is this okay? No? Thought so. Also, again, the color scheme... Look. Okay. And then it changes back. Why is that a thing? I don't understand. Let's do it without the pox nonsense, okay? Let's do it with only the chakram boosting damage. So I'm just gonna press 4, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm just gonna. And they're helpless too. That crit was almost 10,000 damage, by the way. Also, I'm just abusing this thing. Oh yeah, Goat Boy here. He's gonna proc radiation and also strip their armor. So this thing is no. Why do we have such a thing? Why do we have such a thing? Also, they do take finisher damage, by the way. Let's go Inaros. What the fuck? Why are you glowing like that? Oh, it's the spore ephemera. Okay. So to say, like, what in the hell? What happened to my mummy? Look at this. This applies to stupid Excalibur too, by the way. But I mean, Inaros is better than Excalibur ever will be. So, again, those aren't crits. I don't know why there are yellow like crits are, like the stage 1 crits. But, you know, that's a thing. So, no, not upgrades, god damn it. What's another thing we can do? Oh yeah, Nova. Nova's gonna make them take 200% damage. And slow them down. And their explosion's gonna hurt the other people. And look, they stay on. Look. Dead before you even really stood up. This is not okay. I know I'm basically just showing this thing off like crazy, but it's insane. It's absolutely insane. You want this thing to slash more? Okay, say no more. Say no more. Garuda is going to make it go slashy. And then I'm just going to press 4 and then release, and then they're all going to bleed a little bit, and then I'm just going to, and they're going to get guaranteed slashes pretty much. Any source, they get slashed. Bleed procs, more condition overload shenanigans. Dead. So the moral of the story is, the Redeemer Prime is stupid. It is so stupid how it's this strong. Oh, one more funny thing. Oh, critical chance too, kitty? Oh, thank you. What is up with these colors? So, yeah, what about more speed? Because I can actually get more speed out of... Oh, also, Steel Charge. Steel Charge does affect this thing. So, there's that. Now the gas damage is gigantic because Steel Charge. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. And then I'm just going to pop, 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 pop. And they're also slowed down so they can't do anything. I seriously don't understand. What is the need for this weapon? Seriously, there is no good reason that this this thing exists. And yeah, I talked about a red crit setup. You can get this thing to red crit. You just kind of have to go out of your way. You have to have the gladiator mods on your Warframe. And also maybe on like Helios's weapon, which I don't have, which is a Sentinel weapon. I had to rebuild Helios. Damn it. And then you can give it to your Sentinel. And then you use Blood Rush instead of like Fever Strike. And that way you can do this sort of shit. Condition Overload and red crits from Blood Rush. Condition Overload with red crits from Blood Rush on a 100% status shotgun and melee combo. I love this thing to pieces, especially now that I got the bullet dance stance. It is so fucking nice. But you want to talk about power creep? This thing isn't. I'm so glad we do not have Zaw gunblades, because Zaw gunblades would just replace every single weapon in the game. Imagine this sort of shit, but also with Zaw arcanes. No. Would I like Zaw, more variety in the Zaws? Sure. But not gunblades. Dual swords? Sure. Why not? Blading whips? Sure. Why not? Spears? Eventually. Maybe. That'd be cool. An actual spear class and not staffs. That'd be nice. But anyway. That was the Deleter Prime. And, it's MR10 2. It is a prime weapon, and the parts are kind of rare, but nothing too difficult. For this power should be at least MR 15 or 16. MR 10, and not to mention that you can just buy the freaking, you could just buy this thing with real money with the pack that gives you Mesa Prime, and there's nothing in the game that challenges you. Why is this thing a thing? Anyway, that was the Redeemer Prime. Why is it in the game? This thing is just insanity. Also, stealth gas damage works at any level. It doesn't matter. So thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, in Trilby, we trust.